Don't you love it when you try and record a video and that goes past your window? Blasting music. It's so annoying.
Yo, what's going on, guys? James slash Golden Goblin 290 here, and yeah, you saw the last clip. So if you hear any music, random music in this video, that's what it is. Anyway, if you're wondering where the green screen is, well, you're probably not. It's right here. But you may be wondering, why don't I have the green screen up? It's up, it's right there, it's just not behind me. Why don't I have the green screen behind me? Well, it's kind of simple. The video I'm going to record today contains skits and weird things I'm going to record, and these things, I don't want a green screen to be in the way, so I'm going to keep it there. So you may be wondering, what exactly is this video going to be? Now, I went to school today and I suddenly got this really weird idea. What if I make a video about every type of student? Don't look at me weird, okay? Trying to get quality content out for you guys. Otherwise, it's just going to be gameplay videos. And I've got like 4 series going at the moment, so meh. Anyway, as you should be able to tell, this is going to be every type of student, and when I say every type, I mean every single type. So, I am not joking, okay? This is not some sort of joke, some sort of 2-minute video just to get you click on it, so you're like, oh my god, I actually want to watch this video, and it's just nothing. It's not going to be that. I am actually legitimately going to do this, and I think this is one of the first times I've ever done something like this. So if you like this type of thing, then tell me. I can actually record more things like this. I've got a video in mind of doing the same thing, but with every type of teacher. Not student, but teacher instead. So if you want that, then leave a comment or a like. Don't do dislike, though. Because that generally means that you don't want to see what I've recorded. So, yeah. So, the first student is the average student. So me. Pretty much, the average student is somebody who just goes to school, is bored, but does the work, hangs out with their friends, and goes. So yeah, me. Boring. Put in a laugh track, please, future me. Just right here, a laugh track. It's not that hard. Next, we have the kid, or the student, or whatever you want to call it, that always sleeps in class. Now, I've personally not encountered somebody like this, but there's been a lot of times I've been tired. I've woke up early, and just been tired, and I went and did my first lesson, just nearly fell asleep and hit my head on the desk or something, but we don't need to talk about that. This type of student generally doesn't sleep at all, apart from in school. And that may sound really weird, but it's not exactly what I said. What I mean by that is that they're up until the depths of the night watching memes or something. I don't know, but it's let's be honest, that's all of us. But this student normally does until about like 5 AM, goes to sleep for like an hour, wakes up at 6 AM, and goes to school. Go to school at 6 AM, that's really early. Just realised that. But getting off topic, that is literally what this student does. They do something like that, or they stay up really late and they don't think about it, and then the next day they fall asleep in like every single one of their lessons for at least 20 minutes, they can get like 50 million detentions and do the same thing again. A lot of students that, well, sleepy students anyway, a lot of them actually do things like that. And I've not encountered one, but I think I've been pretty close to encountering a few.
Ooh.
Next, we have the nerd. Or the nerd student, or student nerd, I don't know. But this student is the student that, well, it's stereotypical, but most of them seem to like the majority of their classes. Say, for instance, they love for instance, they love maths, they love language, different language lessons like, say, Spanish or French or English or German if you do that. Or some of them, I don't know why. Honestly, I've never seen the appeal in things like this, but if they love history or they love. Personally, I've never seen the appeal in these ones, but sometimes they love things like history and geography. Maybe they even love every single one of their lessons. And it's not just that they love them, but they also excel in them so much that their grades, if say they used to be a failing student, they used to go from like an F to an A plus in like a day. And I am not joking. It's weird. I don't know how you can do it, because if you're studying all the time and you somehow manage to live while studying after going to school for like 6, 7, or 8 or 9 hours, depending on however long you're at school for, I don't understand how that could even be possible. But I'm not going to try it anytime soon. And here we have the student that nobody likes, the teacher's pet. If you don't know what a teacher's pet is, it's a student that pretty much just tells the teacher everything. If some kid called Chad, why Chad? But if some kid, say his name is Brett, don't know why Brett, but let's just go with it. This guy called Brett, maybe he accidentally bumped into this teacher's pet. Like, and it was an accident. Maybe they were just walking down the hallway and it was a bit crowded, and then Brett just kind of went, "Oh, sorry." This guy is probably gonna go like, "Oh my god!" Like, give the reaction that somebody just pulled out a gun, aimed it at his head, and just said, "Give me all your money." Pretty much the same reaction that someone would give at that, and that's what the teacher's pet does. If you don't think that is what the teacher's pet is like, then yeah, you really haven't met one. I'm not joking. I've seen this happen a few times. But another form of thing that the teacher's pet could do is just not rat, snitch on anyone in the class. Say somebody in the class is just a little bit tired. Let's go back to the sleepy student from before. The sleepy student is maybe just dozing off a bit in class. Maybe it's a lesson that they hate. Say, for instance, maybe they hate history, and they're in history class, and they're sitting close to this teacher's pet, and the teacher's pet is watching the teacher, looking at the lesson, you know, actually taking part in the lesson. And then they notice that this sleepy student is slowly nodding off next to them. This teacher's pet is probably going to either nudge them, wake them up, and tell them to pay attention, and then tell the teacher, or just tell the teacher and get the teacher to just scream at the student. So, yeah, it's not good.
Ow! Hey! Hey, you can't just walk into me like that. I'm going to the teacher. actually just got stuck in the corner recording that clip. Not nice. I was forced to look in a mirror, because that's all there is in that corner.
Now, the final student that I'm going to list is one that I'm not going to make a skit out of, because this is a pretty serious, sad, and annoying subject, and it is, of course, the bully. Now, I'm not going to make a skit out of this because of two reasons. One, I don't have anyone to act as if I'm the bully or if they're the bully, so I'm all alone, pretty much. And the second one is because I kind of want to just express myself about this, okay? So, if you haven't encountered this person in your life at school, primary school, or if you're American or Australian or I don't know, but middle school and then high school or something, or college or university, can even happen there. Maybe even in kindergarten, if you want to call it that. We literally call it nursery here in Britain. But you may have encountered this person yourself, or maybe you've seen someone else, or maybe one of your friends being bullied by this student, and this student isn't a nice person at all. And I just want to take this time to remind you guys that if you ever get someone like that in your life, and they start bullying you, or bullying one of your friends, or bullying somebody else that you see, maybe you don't even know them, but you see it, I advise you that the best thing you can do is tell somebody. It doesn't have to be a teacher if you don't want to. Tell your friends, maybe they can pass it on to some of their friends, or pass it on to other people, and that keeps going until it eventually reaches a teacher, or anybody who can actually do something. Maybe one of the executive people in the school, like the headmaster or the principal, if you want to call it that, and it will get sorted out most likely. If it doesn't, then there's something seriously wrong. Maybe it's the bully's. Maybe it's the bully's mind or something. I'm not sure. Maybe they just don't want to stop. But honestly, if you guys ever encounter this person, I highly advise you to at least tell somebody. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a teacher. It could be your parents. It could be a teacher if you want. It could be a friend. It could even be somebody who you just sit next to in a lesson. But as long as you tell somebody, hopefully word will get round and it will stop. Even if it's not on you, if it's just on one of your friends, or, like I said, somebody you don't know, but you've seen it happen to them. So, I'm not going to be able to make a skit out of this because I'm lonely, and because I don't want to make a skit out of that, because it's serious, and it's not a nice thing. But anyway, guys, like I said at the start of this video, if you like me recording videos like this where I use skits, videos that aren't exactly gaming video, well, it's nothing about gaming in this, videos that aren't gaming videos, but they're different to what I normally do. They're not at all in any way related to gaming, unless I do a gaming skit, I guess. But right now, I'm actually really enjoying making this. I've enjoyed making this video, and if you want more, I will be very happy to make more. And this may surprise you, I didn't even use a script for this. I just thought of it from the top of my head, which is actually kind of surprising because normally I'm the worst without a script. If you've seen a lot of my gaming videos, I don't really plan out what I'm going to say. I always just go, uh, um, and it's not a good thing for me to be doing that, because obviously it's taking away from the video, and it's not very good quality, is it, when I'm doing something like that, just going, for like, at least 10 minutes of the video, and the other 5 minutes is actual commentary, or total silence, and that is not good. But anyway, guys, leave a like if you like this video, and subscribe if you're new around here, but please stay active, because there's no point in being an inactive subscriber. I've also just realised when I do my outro, I go, new point. Not no point, just near point. But anyway, that's it from me, so peace out.